Planned Parenthood was one of Biden's biggest supporters, endorsing him over the summer. Earlier, I talked with Planned Parenthood CEO Alexis McGill Johnson about that support and what she wants to see from a Biden administration.
Over the last 4 years, we have seen how important an administration can be around sexual and reproductive health care policies. And, we need to essentially reverse the rollback of sexual and reproductive rights under the Trump administration and really work with the Biden administration to restore our ability to participate in a program that is, our nation's largest family planning program.
Now, abortion rights have gotten a new attention since the addition of Justice Amy Coney Barrett to the Supreme Court. Are you worried that Roe v. Wade could be overturned?
We are obviously concerned that the courts have gotten egregiously conservative under the Trump administration with Senator McConnell's urging. And we know that there is a lot of work that we need to do in states to ensure that access to sexual and reproductive health, including abortion, are supported.
Now, this conversation usually focuses on the courts, but Congress could also pass a law explicitly protecting abortion rights. Is there any push right now for a law like that? Have you called on President-elect Biden and Congress, if the Democrats do take the Senate, to take that step?
Yes, I mean, we've been exploring all of our options around, around what we could do with respect to limiting some of these egregious bans that we've seen, particularly over the last decade. And I think that is where the focus is. We know that if Roe were gutted irrevocably or overturned, that there would be upwards of 25 million women living in states without access to an abortion provider. And the thing is, we've already seen what that looks like. We've seen that, during COVID, during the early months of COVID, how the number of executive orders by governors across the in very conservative states used the pandemic to push a political agenda, and it forced people to travel upwards of 16, 18 hours by car, jumping on planes in the middle of the pandemic in the early days just to get access in some cases to medication abortion. So what we know won't happen is people stopping to seek access. And so it's really important for us to continue to work with the Biden administration and with Congress to ensure that the policies that support broad access to sexual and reproductive health care, including abortion, are fully supported.
And when you talk about abortion, it's one of those issues that it's such a hot button topic. It's such a passionate topic for so many people on both sides. And it's tough to come together on this. But Joe Biden has said that he wants to run his administration in an attempt to bring people together. Do you see any areas where there can be some compromise here from both sides, where maybe there can be some restrictions and some give and take? Do you see any possibility for that?
I actually disagree with the premise of the question. There are, in terms of the both sides, the majority of Americans actually support access to abortion. It is a mainstream issue. I think that what the Biden administration should do is to push further to ensure that people have the access to abortion.
And how has the pandemic affected the work that you do? You talked a little bit before about people going to extreme lengths to access abortion in this time. What else can you tell us about what you're seeing during this pandemic? And what do you want to say to people who might have trouble accessing healthcare right now?
Yeah, look, I mean, I think that the pandemic has certainly impacted us all greatly. I think we've seen a twin pandemic, quite frankly, not only in terms of COVID, but also in the racial reckoning and the racial health disparities that exist within the pandemic. Our health centers Planned Parenthood health centers have been, working to ensure that they're meeting the needs in their communities. And they are continuing to provide, excellent quality care around STI testing, around cancer screenings, and around access to abortion. What we've seen, again, are people who have been limited by their states, by their state governments in terms of their ability to access some of those resources.
All right. Planned Parenthood President Alexis McGill Johnson, we appreciate your time today. Thank you.
Thank you for having me.
Hi, everyone. George Stephanopoulos here. Thanks for checking out the ABC News YouTube channel. If you'd like to get more videos, show highlights, and watch live event coverage, click on the right over here to subscribe to our channel. And don't forget to download the ABC News app for breaking news alerts. Thanks for watching.